Bharat Financial that we are going to look at on the earnings front. The stock is trading a little weaker despite reporting a strong set of numbers for the September ended quarter. I caught up with the management earlier to get a fine print of the earnings for the quarter gone by and started by asking about the microfinance lenders' disbursements. Listen in.
Taken into account the trend, and we should be slightly higher than whatever we have guided for in terms of disbursement. So guidance remains intact, and I think we are in line achieving that guidance.
All right. So the exposure to Kerala is at about 5 to 6%. Have you seen any delinquencies there or delays in collections of the flood-affected areas? Have you made use of any dispensations? And what is the impact that you booked in Q3, or should we see some impact being booked in the future quarters?
Typically, we have seen this happening in the floods in most of the geographies wherever we have seen floods. This is what happens. People actually relocate to different locations, and the center meetings are not possible for 2 to 3 weeks. As the water recedes, then slowly we'll start having center meetings. So we did see a spike in overdue portfolio, but as we now started conducting center meetings, things are getting back to normal, and as we speak, we are seeing on a week-on-week basis, if I look at it, we are seeing we have around 99% collection efficiency. So this is something that will get addressed maybe in a couple of months from here. And in terms of NPLs and the impact, we have about 20 crores which has moved into greater than 30 days, and it is staying there, and we have provided against it whatever is required as per the ECL norms.
All right. So in terms of your ALM, I believe there is a positive gap between the assets and the liabilities which are maturing till March 2019. The question is, have NBFCs been reluctant to lend to microfinance companies in the last 4 weeks, or has the risk averseness to lending actually reduced at least over the past 4 weeks?
If you look at our borrowings primarily come from the banks and in form of term loans, securitization and assignment transactions, and reliance on capital market transactions or NBFCs has been very, very minimal. Presently we have no loans under the capital market instruments as such. For us, the ALM being positive definitely kind of helps. Not just that, being NBFC, MFI, every loan that we originate, qualifies for the PSL status. That also helps. Our track record has been very strong. We have very strong balance sheet as well, 30% plus kind of capital adequacy. These are the factors which are playing out, and for us the liquidity crunch or the pressure has not been much. Yeah, I'm not saying that industry is not going through a crunch, but for the company I'm saying it is comfortable position as of now.
All right. So your cost to income ratio has been steadily coming down to about 40% now. Is there room for an further improvement in your operational efficiencies?
Definitely operational efficiencies will continue to play out, because the way we're looking at is the portfolio growth should be maintained anywhere between 45 to 50% going forward, and our cost should increase in twins of about 25%, between 25 to 30%. So you would see more efficiencies playing out in at least next 2 years, continue to play out for next 2 years. And the other metric that we should look at is the borrowers being handled by one Sangam manager. That's also steadily going up, should go to 750 levels, which is what we are targeting.
Fair enough. Sir, historically around the election time, how does the customer behavior and also the NPA trends really change?
Historically, if you look at just elections on a standalone basis, we have not seen any impact as such. Elections just around the time of demonetization was a challenge. But definitely just standalone elections we have seen. Subsequently also we have seen elections in some of the states, large states in fact, and we have not seen any issues. Karnataka was one such state that I recall. And we don't see just elections, creating any disruption in our business.
All right. And sir, is there any timeline for the merger with IndusInd Bank to get completed and start reflecting? And also, what are the kind of expected synergies from the merger? Have you all worked out any initial numbers?
So in terms of timelines, we have in the last leg filed with NCLT, and mostly in next couple of months we should see that the NCLT will call for the shareholders meeting. In terms of efficiencies or synergies, there are few which are very straightforward. Bank's cost of funds obviously is lower than ours, and if you see, we are not offering liabilities to our customers. That's a clear upside which is available for the business as such. So these two things are very straightforward. We have not put any numbers out there, but often I can tell you these are the two clear things. There are many other synergies which are possible, but yeah, we have to sit together and do that math, and at appropriate time we will definitely come out with full detailed numbers around this.